good? What's good, gentlemen? It's my brethren live from the cave. How's everybody doing this morning?
All right.
All right.
Good. Life is
We
great.
just got abused by our producer
I
again.
was gonna say, man, it's a shame that people don't get to see what's happening like the minute before the camera start rolling, and they would understand why there's sometimes dissension.
We're gonna have a documentary, Surviving
Telling you
Justin.
that'd be a good blooper
Surviving Justin.
reel.
Yes.
What you say, Strath?
Do a good blooper reel. Start recording the background.
Yeah. We keep some
We
good
need to do
bloopers.
that.
Before we get going, for those of you who don't know, we're in Chicago, and in Chicago, one of our dear friends is the Mocha Man, and he has a number of coffee outlets. And it just so happened that me and my dear brother Robert Hazard both jumped online today with our Sip and Savor coffee mugs. So before we get going, we just want to shout out our dear brother Trez Pugh for all the great things that he does in the community, for some of the things that we know he's dealing with, on the back end that everybody doesn't necessarily know. So, brother, we continue, and he's been a guest on the show, and a great
I was going to say that
So,
too. Great guest.
brother, we are continuing to support you, love you, pray for you, and hopefully we'll get you back on the screen with us very, very soon. How you guys doing, man?
Good.
Good. I don't drink coffee, but I'm gonna support the brother somehow. I'll figure out a way.
I don't drink coffee, but I got my Sip and Savor cup. So.
Yeah, but he got other stuff. They got tea.
Yeah, they got tea.
He was doing some alcohol beverages too, Robert.
Yeah,
at some
he
point.
was.
Yeah, I got a few here in the closet.
I was gonna say I'm not as fancy as Sean and Robert. You know, I'm just a brother from the hood drinking out of one of these, trying to pretend like I'm on the beach somewhere. Like
Randy drinking Kool-Aid on the
Kool-Aid.
Is that whiteboard?
We were talking about the fact that Randy doesn't drink, and we're like, it's actually probably good because if you could
You don't
imagine
drink
Randy
alcohol
drunk,
either, Randy?
I've never had alcohol in my life.
Don't
No
you
drugs.
work for an alcohol company?
No, it's crazy. They think it's funny too. They think it's hilarious.
Dude,
They swear I'm the only one. I'm like, okay.
I'll probably lose my job. Hey man.
hey man,
Let's jump right into it, man. I came across a video, and I'm going to pipe the audio in for you guys to listen to, and I just want your take on it. Justin, you can drop that for the viewers, if you will. But I'm gonna play this, and I want you guys to just tell me your thoughts when it's done, and when you can hear it, everybody just give me a thumbs up if you don't mind.
And the next time somebody asks me why I'm single, I'm just going to respond because I have a house by myself in my name, 3,000 square feet with an attached garage, a car inside of said garage. And then on the outside of my house, white picket fence. Inside of my house, everything on the inside is brand new, including the water heater, dishwasher. Everything was put in brand new when I moved in. My bathroom, jetted tub. My closet, hers and hers. There's no his. Hers and hers vanity. My baby girl has her own room, her own bathroom. And then I have an extra bedroom that I utilize for my in-home office. Living room, I have 2 of those. Sitting room, 1 in the bedroom. I got space and I don't know what to do with it. We have a dining room. My floors, 15 feet, 22 feet in some places. And I don't need a man to accompany me to be able to keep up with it. $2,500 on the mortgage. It's actually $2,517.22. I pay my own loans. When it comes to my vehicle, my house, everything is taken care of by me. And when my baby says that she don't want to see no more ads on Disney Plus, guess who upped it? Me. And when them taxes is due for my car and for my home, who pays it? Me. Every 6 months for the house, every year for the car. When my baby needs clothes because she's outgrowing everything at the speed of fucking lightning, who's covering that? In my household, me. I'm doing all of this shit over here by myself. My fridge, not one, I have 2. Both are full. We got 1 fridge is dedicated for drinks, and that freezer is meats alone. Where you see that at? Not no average bitch, because I came from poverty. Okay, so the next time you ask me why I'm single, is because I'm doing it by myself. Why would I let somebody come into this space when I've already curated it to be perfection? Unless you want to come in and you want to take on everything that I'm doing and let me do nothing, I don't need you here. Why would you? But you're not taking away my peace. And the next time somebody.
Jesus.
So,
I saw that.
yeah. So
I don't be on the internet like y'all do because I didn't see that. I manifest positive things on the internet.
well, part of the reason that I'm on the internet so much is that I'm looking for things to discuss with you guys. But,
Oh, you actually doing your job is what
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
saying. Well, I'm lazy. I know what you just said.
no, you're just not doing my job.
Oh,
You
okay.
try to do your job.
Okay. All right. Okay.
So
Touche.
this video,
I know.
no, that was real shit. So this video to me brings a whole lot of different stuff to talk about. But the biggest thing for me is this mentality. Well, first of all, I gotta say this. Am I the only one who feels like women's success seems to be designed to make men worthless in their lives? Like so many women, the more successful they become, the more their posture is, I don't need a man. So I want to put a bookmark there because I think that's a trick, right? And I often feel sorry for the position women have been put in to fall for that, right? But my other issue with what she says is, if you can't come in and take away all of it, then why do I need you? Now you just talked about $2,500 mortgage and bop 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 and this and all this stuff you're doing. But you say a man isn't worth your time unless he's gonna come in and give you the ability to do absolutely nothing. Is that am I bugging, or is that like, look here, a gay dude can come in here and offer me 50% of what I'm doing, and as long as he got his own room. Look, Twinkle Toe, come on in here, and we gonna live in community. And I'm probably gonna catch some heat for that, but I said what I said. Somebody taking away half of what what you say, Rob?
Twinkle
I hate to
toes.
do this. This is a shout out to Mel. The thoughts and opinions of Sean Mason do not represent Randy Stress, Robert Hazard, G Rose Productions.
No, I'm an ally. I'm just saying. Anybody want to come in here and take half of this off my plate?
Can I just say, I know this is a serious conversation. I ain't never seen nobody brag about their white picket fence. Like
and the meat.
Which woman told you she had a white picket fence and that just got you excited?
And the meat.
Yeah.
I want to pause my camera because all I'm thinking is all the stuff she's saying. I'm like, congratulations, you're a fucking adult. That's what adults do. Everything you just said is nothing special. You didn't do anything that no other person in this damn world does on their own, except you did it on your own. Just like every man in the world does it on their own. So your brag is so weak, it pisses me off. And to think that somebody gonna come in and take over all of it with that kind of mentality, why? She probably one of them girls who flip back and forth between men and women and don't realize she's the problem.
I'm sorry, but I know 20 women that can match that. So,
that don't hate men.
And don't go online breaking it down to the penny how much they pay for their mortgage,
or at least see a value in a man's presence, which is part of what we're talking about now is setting up what I want to talk about after, and Justin, it'll make sense to you then. But that mindset really bothers me, man, and I continue to see that and hear that this mindset that if you're not willing to come in and take everything off my plate, you're not worth my time. And I have, y'all ever see old girl that says unpopular opinion? Y'all ever see?
Yeah.
So I have a probably what's considered an unpopular opinion. Man, I don't think somebody really loves you that wants you to carry everything. I don't think that's love, man. That's if you think a relationship is you sitting back and the stress, no pun intended, of our lifestyle and our bills and everything that we have to do is my responsibility to show, and I'm the one that has to do battle with that while you lay up and must rub lotion into your thighs. I don't think that's love, dude. That's something else, because somebody that, I guess I'm in a space. This is why I'm saying some crazy. But but for me, man, somebody that loves you is not trying to put that weight on you, because that takes years off your life. You're trying to kill me? What you trying to do? I don't understand. So, Robert, you first, please. Whatever a video like that, man, creates in you from a perspective of your own beliefs, what do you think about it, man? And we all know women that think like this as well. You know?
Yeah, I think it could be misguiding, because just thinking about, when people come up with the man is the provider, the protector, that mentality. I think when we're talking about that from a marriage perspective, and possibly even hers, she's possibly feeling like, as a provider, I have to provide everything, paying for the whole mortgage, paying for, the cars that she mentioned. But I think that where we potentially go wrong is, it takes two today to make relationships and marriages work. And so that means two, from a financial perspective, that means two incomes. And where you might want to do that with the two incomes is, hey, I'll take care of the mortgage, I'll take care of the car note, and you can have, if you want to contribute towards the light bill, gas bill, stuff like that. That's really where partnership is, in my opinion.
And before I have Glenn jump in, I'm saving Randy for last because it pissed him off the most. So I'm excited about him. One of the things that throws me off the most about someone who thinks like that is you remove any morsel of value that a mate can represent. But even bigger than that, I believe it's a control tactic. I believe you are unable to relinquish control. And what I've learned, especially about that gender, love them, but they create scenarios that affirm their frail thinking. You understand what I'm saying? So like for example, if you out and ain't nobody hollering at you, then you're intimidating men. No, you're not intimidating men. No, nobody's hollering at you. It don't mean you ain't bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, you probably do whatever. But the reason you're not getting what affirms you isn't because of a deficiency in us, and that's usually the way it's portrayed. Yeah, no, I'm intimidating them, so they don't nobody ask me out because I'm intimidating. No, nobody asks you out because your face looks like a balled up fist when you're out. That's why nobody's asking you out.
Energy is ugly.
Right. You carry yourself like you think you that. And a lot of times I think women don't understand. For men, it's a decision about whether or not I even feel like it. Like, they think it's this big thing. No, men look and go, I don't even feel like being bothered.
Boy, I should have drank for this episode. Didn't nobody tell me we were gonna do this? See, Sean,
I did, but it was last. Glenn, tell me what you thought. I think I'm gonna come off as the bitter brother this week, but I'm okay.
All right, I'm gonna try to be the counter.
I wore a white hat to try to be a good guy, Randy.
Yeah, a little late for that. A little late. All right, first of all, kudos to your grind and what you've accomplished, to her and what you've accomplished. First of all, and that's wonderful that you've accomplished that. But let's not juxtapose your feelings and how you feel about relationships with your accomplishments. Those are two very separate things. Now, I'm not saying move some dusty bum into your house. I'm not saying that. But if your whole being is judged by how much your mortgage is, how many rooms you got in your house, in fact, you got 2 living areas, a sitting room in your bedroom, a white picket fence, you pay for your car, like Randy said, congratulations, everybody got a car now. Everybody pays for sorry, that ain't a flex. Paying your bills is not a flex. Okay, let's start with that.
Right.
Congratulations on what you
started right there, Glenn.
Right. So paying your bills on time for what the stuff you made a choice to want.
Right, paying the bills that you created.
Yeah, the bills that you created is not a flex. And it's not a here is who I am and this is all of me. Because you could have all that stuff, be the biggest jackass around. And nobody
Still be
wanna
lonely
around.
or still be posturing like you're not lonely.
Right. So you've created what you own with who you are. And that's not where you need to see yourself. If I didn't have anything, people would still say I'm a decent person that tries to treat people right and do things for people. That's more important to me than any house I've ever bought, any car I've ever driven, anything I've ever accomplished. It's important that people realize who I am as a person.
And I
And
think
if
that's
you're not concerned with
common human frailty too, though, Glenn, that people, because they don't know who they are. So
right,
they allow either what they do professionally or what they have,
right,
to be their identity.
yeah, but that house, that car, the bills you pay, none of them speak for me on who you are and how you treat me as a person and how you treat other people. So
Yeah.
you can scream loud about that,
Mhm.
but who you are and what you do speak so loudly I can't even see any of that.
Yeah. When we started doing this show back in 2019, 2020, whenever it was, I was telling somebody how whenever we did our roundtable and introduced ourselves, whenever it got to me, I would say, I do a little of this, I do a little of that. I would never be specific because those are things that I do. And I'm blessed that God gave me the ability to do a number of things that people think are really cool to be able to do. But at the end of the day, they are not who I am. They are just things that God has given me the ability to do. And so I don't really, it's not my goal to downplay them. I just try not to boast about them. You know what I'm saying? Because the ability to do any of those things can be taken away from me in a minute. And so I can't equate who I am with being a photographer. I could lose my hands in a car accident. You know, the singing thing. Look at the DOC. He was projected to be the biggest rapper ever, and in a flash, it was taken from him. So I never allow myself to be consumed in things God gave me the ability to do. I'd rather it be known that I'm a good guy. You know, my opinions might be challenging sometimes, but at the end of the day, I'm a good guy.
Yeah, your legacy isn't what you own. When you pass away, nobody's going to read your obituary and give all that list of things they did.
Man.
They're going to talk about how you made them feel, what kind of person you were, what kind of mother you were, what kind of father you are, what kind of aunt, uncle, whatever, what kind of friend you are.
That's it.
And nobody's obituary talked about their 7-room house and their sitting room and the white picket fence and that they paid their bills on time.
Right. You know, good guy, kind guy, love my niece and nephew.
I'm gonna miss them because
you know what I'm saying.
Nobody's gonna miss you because we hung out at your house.
Yeah, and I always feel like I can be a better version of everything, including friend, including uncle. You know what I'm saying? So, Randy, I like that this pissed you off because you are good when you are pissed off.
So, the greatest generation and the older baby boomers taught a valuable lesson to men that we're not going to follow anymore. And that is this phrase that women love to use. This is why men die first. Men died first because they stressed themselves out trying to take care of an ungrateful woman who couldn't appreciate the things that they did. And there was constant stress built up and built up. Those days are over. And for a woman who speaks like that, I always say, you do need to go get counseling because you need to figure out what it is about you that attracts the kind of men that have you in this mindset. You really do need to figure out what has you in that mindset. It has nothing to do with the rest of us out here. And the whole flex of I pay my bills. I hear so many women do that and I laugh. I'm like, unless you're a prostitute, you're supposed to pay your own bills. Like, that's just life. That's just how it is. Now, if you want to go, I can't cuss on here. You lucky. I can cuss. That's fine. If you want to go suck dick for money, then go do that and pay your bills. But the rest of us out here working regular jobs and all that bitter backhand bullshit y'all like to do with the sassy this and sassy that. Grow up.
You really meant cuss.
Yeah, really. We didn't think you were gonna curse.
I can name.
Keisha wants to see us all after this show.
Look,
we
I
have
can
a
name teenagers who pay bills and don't flex about it. And here she is, a grown woman flexing about all of this. Oh, I pay bills. So what? My first apartment I was 18 years old. I paid my bills. That don't make me special. I just did what I had to do to live in this world. And
Randy, I wanted to say, and if we being practical, why the hell you and your daughter need all of that space? What? why wouldn't you downsize? Like, where's the practicality in all this boasting that you're doing? Where's the practicality?
I see why the father ain't there, because he didn't want to deal with it either.
Hey,
he ain't want to deal with it.
I'm gonna let us transition, and Justin, you can drop that other tag. So with that in mind, right? With this constant dilemma that we have, the mindset of women, the mindset of men, how we have come to become so cautious about each other based on what our goals are, how we see relationships, and how we see the rest of our lives play out. Because I admit, I thought I'd never get back there, but I'm kind of getting back, man, to the space of really kind of wanting to find my person. And I can't say that I'm there consistently, but more than I have been in a long time. You know, I do entertain the thought of putting effort into finding my person.
That's good to hear on a personal note, honestly. And I'm not joking. That's good to hear on a personal note, because you deserve that. You gotta know that you deserve it. I can say it. Everybody can say it.
And a lot of that has come from a very good childhood friend of mine that we had not been connected for some years. Nothing bad, just life, you know. But one of my very first platonic friend ever in life. And we got reconnected, and we've been trying to make sure we put effort into staying in each other's lives and that kind of thing. And she's really, man, an amazing therapist. And a whole lot of the conversations that we have, I should be getting an invoice for, but I just want to acknowledge her. She's actually, believe it or not, Phil Beckham's cousin. But she's really, man, been helping me with my own understanding of my own self-worth and all of that kind of good stuff. And so if I do get to the place of being ready to find my person, a whole lot of it is because of my good friend Nona, who's been kind of coaching me and talking to me. So with that though, how vital is relationship for us? And I don't mean the relationship I have with Robert or Randy or Glenn. I mean that romantic counterpart, partner in life, Keisha to Glenn, Mo to male relationship, right? Robert to everybody. Randy.
I don't think he caught that one.
Good. That was good.
I don't think he caught that one.
You noticed I ignored you, but go ahead.
He did. He kept his head down and everything. Like, oh, this
hey,
one.
Man, I don't usually toot my own horn, but that just came to me in the moment. I really thought that. But anyway, and Robert, because I'm messing with you, man, and because I know, real talk, because I know that you, without hesitation, advocate for a relationship. You use the term partnership most of the time, but you can't have one without the other. So I want to start with you, man. Considering what we just heard, right? At the end of the day, how vital is that relationship for us?
I think it's very vital. When we talk about relationships, one of the biggest things that can either hurt us or help us is a person that you marry, person that you connect your world to. you know, we've heard on some of the other shows, Mel talked about it as well, that it's really vital that we pick the right partner or establish the right partnership as we're going into the relationship. And I think that there's so many other things. I'll be quick on this. I think that there's so many other things that go into that relationship that will lead to the success of the relationship, because it's not always about money or love or sex or any of those things. It's about, we talked about legacy. Glenn talked about legacy. It's all of those things. Where are we going, and how are we as a couple impacting the world, together? So to answer your question, yes, I think it's very vital that we start out with great relationships, and if we don't, how can I move to, a good relationship that is flourishing?
Yeah. Glenn, I'm gonna save you for last because of your current status. But I do think there is no way you can ignore the reality that my belief is everybody is better with a good partner in their life. I don't think it's negotiable. Now, I think like Randy mentioned earlier, it can be shit if you got a bad partner, you know. But come on, Randy, what do you think, man? How vital is relationship?
I'm not 100% sure on how vital. Like for me, my last big relationship, after that was over, it was 13 years. And inside that 13 years, I dated somebody for 2 weeks. I dated somebody for 1 day. And then I dated somebody for 6 months.
Can you date somebody for a day?
Huh?
Can you date somebody for a day? That sounds like just a day.
Oh, it was a day.
Like you shouldn't even count. Well, see, Randy, you should not count them after under 90 days. I have never had a relationship that was under 90 days.
Well, in that case, in the 13 years, I had one.
Never dated. It doesn't count.
Yeah.
90 days.
Some of them don't count just because of the way they made me feel when it was over with. No, that's well,
that's too. But you shouldn't count anything under 90 days. I count them
just because of my of how it fixes my mind to look forward to the next relationship, because then I start seeing the red flags, things that I would let slide. I started paying attention to those. That's why 24 hours happened, because those red flags hit me. I'm like, nope, this ain't gonna work. The 2 weeks, the same thing. I started seeing red flags. 7 months got away with a little bit longer because I was trying to be nice. But my whole thing is the most important thing to me is peace. And I don't mean peace. I don't mean we can't have disagreements and things like that. That goes with relationships. When I say peace, I mean that we can talk to each other. If I ask you a question, you're not reactive and you immediately go into yelling, and all I did was ask a question because I'm trying to get understanding. If you can't control your temper, you can't control your attitude or your mind or whatever to have a normal adult conversation, you're not for me. And at the end of the day, that's what it comes down to as far as whether or not I think a relationship is important is, can you maintain peace in this home, in this relationship? Because it's always give and take. It's you're stronger here, I'm stronger there. It's us against the world. It's all of these things. And if you're the person that disrupts all of this, then what's the point in doing this with you?
But it sounds like it's not something that you think is ultimately necessary.
Ultimately,
yeah, it's good if you get it, and if you don't get it, then you move on and you live your life the way you live.
Exactly. And I'm hoping for it. Don't get me wrong. I would love to be married. I would love to have a wife and, a home and peace and someone to travel with, do all the fun things I do.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to destroy my life to do that.
I'm not even preoccupied with the married piece of it, because I know too many married people that treat each other like shit. I know people that cheated on their wedding day. I would like my partner. I would like the person that I know we have established a covenant between the two of us that says we are going to do life together, come hell or high water. I'm not going nowhere. You're not going nowhere. We want to put a legal spin on it because that's what marriage really is the benefit of. It makes sure people are covered when something happens or, whatever. If we want to do that, I'm cool with that too. But I don't look at that as a barometer for what we have. What we have is what we have in our hearts for each other and what we have promised each other and what we're committed to. And I don't give a damn how many marriage certificates you sign. If that's not in your heart, then you're not going to do it the way it's supposed to be done. That doesn't make everything legitimate. This makes it, your heart makes everything, and your commitment makes everything legitimate. Glenn, I saved you because, of course, your status is relatively newly changed, and if a relationship is vital, then you're well on your way, young man. So I wanted to know what your thoughts are, man. Do you think a relationship is vital?
Randy told me I had an 18-month warranty, so I'm almost at that point now. So yeah, I can't give it back after that. So
hold on to that receipt, dog. Hold on to that receipt.
Like I got my receipt, but I don't
take
know.
her back to the wife's store.
I know, I had to return her, but after 18 months, I don't think you can do it after that. The warranty's off. I don't think I got an extended warranty. I don't remember if I bought an extended warranty when we got married.
So everybody on this screen know Keisha would kill you. So that's
probably. Glad you said it in public. So if it happens, we do have evidence when we do the first 48 or the what is it, 2020?
Worst roommate ever. You know?
Yeah.
For the record, Keisha, Sean said that I didn't, so
yeah.
don't come after me.
I can see it on 2020 now. Sean Mason
I'm telling
actually
you,
made a
cut
comment.
Glenn throat. But
Damn.
tell me, Glenn, what do you think is vital or not?
I think it is, and I look at it a little bit in the reverse. What would my life be if I hadn't met my person? I would probably be okay. I would do okay in business and things like that because I was always laser focused. But I always use that as an excuse to focus on that versus a relationship when the relationship part wasn't working out. This gives me the ability to do both and do them in a way that is satisfying. I look at all the things I've gained from being in a relationship. This show probably wouldn't have happened had I not been in that relationship. We literally stumbled onto this show because I went and did a show at Indy, and she met Bill, who she knew. I met Bill. I met Roger. We became partners doing different things. We did Yanni's show. And he was like, hey, I got an idea for this. And I'm like, oh, you should call it Live from the Cave. I got this guy, Sean, who would be great. He was on Yanni's show. I mean, the things that have led us to greater relationships with each other are a direct impact of my relationship that I have with my wife. So the growth, the friendships, I've acquired a whole new set of cousins who are amazing. Shout out to all of them because they watched the show. They have treated me and brought me in like I was their family. My family loves Keisha, so if anything happened, they'd probably kick me out.
Right.
Family.
That makes sense. That makes all the sense in the world to me.
Yeah.
I would choose over you every time.
No, y'all all would. I know. I don't care. I don't need y'all. I don't care.
It's not. It's not even just the fact that she's way cuter than you.
Okay, well, at least it's real reasons. Okay, thank you so much for that, Sean. I appreciate it. But no, it's made me a better person as well because I've had to look at myself and kind of take myself out of things and say, okay, this person has my back.
Yeah.
No matter what. And when you can say that and you can say it with conviction, that makes you feel like you can run as fast as you want to run, do the things you want to do, take the chances you want to take, build the life that you want to live. Yep. So we all, and my prayer for all of you, find that person because you deserve it. Y'all are really good guys. I like y'all most of the time. Y'all are like stepbrothers with twice divorced parents some days. So I still love you. But no, I'm seriously, I want you to find that because I want you to experience that happiness, the happiness of, God, this woman thinks I can do anything.
It's powerful, man.
Prove her right.
And I know we're probably pretty much out of time, but it's powerful, man. I can honestly say that the times I thought I found it, I ultimately learned I was wrong. But but while I thought I had it, the version of me that existed was way different.
Right.
Well, and until it was revealed that it wasn't what I thought it was. There's a new energy and a new charge that you have in terms of being the best you can be and doing the best that you can do. And so I think it's underrated, man, what being affirmed in that way can really do for you. And this is there are a couple of things that this show has given me as future topics. One of those being how vital are relationships in general, not just romantic relationships, but like the relationships we have. And then it makes me think about whether or not those relationships, like we just talked about, are they a greater charge for men than they are for women? Like, do women feel that same way? Do they feel like they can run on and conquer the world when they got a man in their life that they believe really loves them? I don't think women are designed like that. I think that women are more, the women that are committed to being partners, I think are fed by the success of the partnership. Whereas I think men use that love they get from the woman to go out and try to conquer
feel
anything they can conquer. And
that sounds like a great topic for the next episode.
yeah.
I mean, we can keep going. You can edit it, Mr. Producer.
Now we'll wrap up because I want to start our next show with something specific. So hey man, you guys have been awesome as always.
Good show.
Yeah,
good topic.
We're at about almost 40 minutes, so I'm sure we should.
I had some stuff to say, but we're gonna save it for the next one.
About this topic or something else?
This topic.
This topic?
Yeah.
Justin, make a call. We got time for Randy to can you edit this and let Randy say what he wanted to say about this topic? Since it has to do with this topic, I would love it to be on this show. Because I didn't get to you, did I? Oh, yeah, I did, but I can't. I was coming. Yeah.
He said go ahead.
You said go ahead. Okay.
Yeah, you said go ahead.
With I'm gonna continue on with what you said about women. I don't think they're supposed to build things like that on their own, but they don't have the same mindset that we have. Women have always been the backbone of our cultures, and especially Black women, the backbone of our societies, and we grow stronger with their support because they know the right words. They know where to put that hand on your back when you're going through it. And it takes that for us to succeed. Everything that I've done that is successful right now has been through the relationship of a female friend that I've had at this point. So I keep telling myself that when I do find my person, everything that I've been putting together is just going to explode because that's the support that you need. And typically the woman is that one who can put that hand on your back and you're just like, you know what, I'm Superman. Let's get this shit done, you know? So that's the part that I wanted to say about that. But it's not their natural thing.
But you know what, man? I 100% believe, and I try not to speak for anybody, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say this anyway, and I'll, whatever Peter flack I get, whatever. I don't think women understand how vital they are to us. I don't think that they understand how powerful they are in our lives and in our goals and in how we choose to live our life. And let me be clear, I'm talking about noble men. I'm not talking about men that are out here on bullshit. I'm not, because a lot of times, because I advocate for men so hard, people think that I don't acknowledge men that are on bullshit. And so let the record state, I'm very clear that you will often come across men that are playing games on bullshit, don't know what they want. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about the men that know what they want, know they want a partner, know they want to try to build a life with someone. And sometimes building a life isn't about acquiring things. It's about building a flow with someone in terms of the way you live your life to your dying day. It ain't always about these lofty goals. It's just about having a life together that you can live and enjoy. And I think a lot of times, man, women don't understand what they mean to us, and what they mean for us. And I hate to say it, I don't think we can do for them what they can do for us. I think that they are equipped in a way that we are not. That's why when you go back to grammar school, all the smartest little kids in school, always the girls first. You know what I'm saying? Like out of the womb, man, they are equipped in ways that we are not. How many event coordinators do you know that are men? Right.
2. That's it.
Right.
Maybe one
Yeah.
or two.
Yeah.
Because
Not a
that's
lot.
a very
You had me think about that. Yeah.
that's a very stressful planning. Like I learned that watching my niece, man, who's a professional in the hotel and hospitality industry. But I watched her from a child become this planner. And I'm like, I could never do that. Now she ironically married a man that has some similar skills, but he's rare, to me. Like I don't.
Yeah, having done enough events, I know it's
Yeah, man.
incredibly hard, and to think of everything and every detail and play it out in your mind. It's
Yeah.
almost like directing a movie.
Yeah,
You know how you want without having the actors do what you tell them to do, because
Mhm.
it can always go left, and you have to
Yeah.
pivot. So I know from just creating events, has been really crazy. That's
Yeah.
why I said I'm retired from.
Yeah,
Robert
man.
gave me to do a little
Yeah.
drinks with Rob.
I don't think we could ever do for women what they can do for us, which is
I heard
why
that.
we can get back to loving each other. The benefit is ours. We need each other, but men really need women. We really need the right woman in our corner. I mean, I think we can damn near conquer the world,
There you go.
Anyway, man, love you guys, man. And until the next time, this has been Live from the Cape. Thank you, Justin. We ought to end every show like that. Now,
Yes,
thank you,
producer. You did a fantastic job. We love
Thank
you.
you, Justin.
We love you, Justin. You are an amazing producer.
Thank you.
We wouldn't be here without you.
And little you.
Oh my